What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video. Now shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And today's video is going to be a news update video. That's right, today not only were we told that tomorrow is going to be title update 14, but we also had some bad news with it. So we'll start off with the good news and then we'll migrate into the bad news and we'll talk about it. But overall, this is a good thing and I'll explain why. So sit back, relax, grab your popcorn. If you enjoy the video, don't forget, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. And let me know in the comment section below how you feel about these changes, delays, tomorrow's title update, and what have you. But alright, so first and foremost, we will start off with the good news. So the good news is that tomorrow's title update 14 will be live. This is not messing with that title update. As far as what exactly is in the title update, it has not been released yet, but as soon as it does, I will do a video that will give you the full patch notes. However, what we do know for a fact is that it will have the holiday event. So we will get the holiday event starting tomorrow. However, we know that we are getting the fan favorite global events to come back with new rewards. That is still confirmed by Yannick to still happen. So we are still getting the holiday event and we are still getting the global event community kind of event where we are getting some new rewards within those global events and obviously whatever Christmas thing they want to give us for this year's holiday event. So that's the good news. We are still getting that, and that is live tomorrow. So there's that. Okay, so that's that part of the silver lining. Now as far as the bad news, okay, so let's talk about it. Now a few hours ago I made a video about this and I didn't quite have all the information. And just like everyone else you've seen on YouTube and their mother have all shouted out their opinions and whatnot. But what a lot of them, if not all of them, did not do is look at all of the tweets and replies from the developers on Twitter. So that's why I keep stressing to you guys and gals that you need to follow me on Twitter at Kamikazevondoom, because not only do I talk to the developers live, but I also share exactly what is said, who says it, and everything within the community instantly. So as soon as it's posted, I usually retweet it and show everyone that's a part of my Twitter community. So with that being said, we did get more insight on what's going on with the dev team's letter to us and everything from today. But before I get into those tweets, let's talk about the official message from the Division 2 dev team. So it says, Agents, with new content being actively developed for the game, our ambition has always been to continue to deliver the best Division 2 experience for our dedicated players and newcomers alike. Now here's where it starts to turn. In order to achieve this goal, we have today made the decision to delay the upcoming apparel event, which was supposed to come out tomorrow. We're not getting an apparel event. However, Yannick did say that we are still getting the holiday event and the fan favorite global event, whatever. All right. So the decision to delay the upcoming apparel event as well as the February title update to later date in 2022. So the February update, the new manhunts, the new game mode, the expertise mode, our feature, the specializations revamp, all of that has now been delayed with the apparel event that we were supposed to get today. Or, well, technically tomorrow. Let's finish reading this. While we understand that this news is disappointing, yeah, Yeah, I get it. We strongly believe that this extra time will allow us to continue building towards our vision for the future of the Division 2. As we look to restart a more regular update schedule, that's interesting. On the Division 2 moving forward, we want to build on the existing content and further polish our next update core elements that include the new game mode, the new season narrative, and new features. So remember, with this new big title update that we'll get, later, quote unquote, in 2022, is going to feature the expertise feature, the specializations revamp, a new year's worth of manhunts and seasons, and also a new game mode. While I read the rest of this, let's play some PvP. Now it says that due to this delay, this also means that the PTS will also be delayed. Rest assured, it will remain an important milestone on the new timeline, so we will still get a PTS, it'll just be later. Now, a lot of people were already yelling at Yannick and everyone on Twitter, and I would tell you not to do that. That's pretty dumb. Yannick is not the PR person. He's not the community manager. He's not even a community dev. He's active creative director. He's not the marketing guy. He's not the PR guy. He's just a director that likes his community and is willing to talk to them publicly, which is amazing. So trying to trash him or Trick or anyone else is just dumb. They don't have any power in this. It's up to the Ubisoft PR, it's up to the Ubisoft marketing team to allow them to green light whatever messages they give. So just remember that. It's not up to Yannick. So, you have to give Yannick props for just publicly speaking about this. Now it says that the PTS will be delayed. So, Yannick stated on Twitter earlier today that later in 2022 does not mean the end of 2022. He was prefacing that it just means a later date. It just means not February. Now, we'll talk about how that kind of coexists with Heartland in a second. Now it says, to ensure our team will be able to focus all their efforts in the new timeline, we will be looking forward to resuming our communication closer to our new release date. So they have a new release date, they're just yet to release it publicly. Now, with this, we will not be getting any more Intel Annex updates until this new timeline is revealed. Now, the whole Heartland thing. And this is where it becomes a good thing, and here's why. So Heartland was delayed. Everyone knows this. It was delayed till next fiscal year, which starts in April. So April, if you looked at a calendar, comes after February. Now, a lot of the leaks and stuff like that with Heartland lately suggested that Heartland was going to be released late February. Now, we all know that within the Division Universe timeline, that Heartland was scheduled to come out before the Division 2. Let me get this guy real quick. Oh, and kill him. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Here we go. And kill this last guy right here. Bye-bye. There we go. Okay. So, the reason why this is a good thing is that, A, they get more time to polish the stuff. Obviously, there's something with the season's narrative, meaning maybe one of the voice actors got sick, maybe they had to find a new voice actor. You have to remember that with a new year's worth of seasons and manhunts, we're going to get new intel, we're going to get new phone calls, new things like that to collect that are going to build on to the narrative of the Division 2. So they have to get voice actors to do all that, and yeah. That's going to be fun. So, I understand that part. The next part, expertise, or not expertise, the new game mode. So I understand that the new game mode is being developed by Ubisoft Bucharest, which, if you guessed, is not Ubisoft Massive. And Yannick is overseeing Ubisoft Bucharest, but that's all that we've been told publicly. So, obviously, thinking, in a logical standpoint, maybe the voice actors are not quite, ready for the new Manhunt. And then also, maybe Ubisoft Bucharest is, they probably finished the new game mode, but they need to fine-tune it. Completely understandable. Now, the last thing is that they wanted to postpone this new apparel event. Now, let me remind you of a dark past. Now, this dark past revolves around the BTSU apparel that you have in the game. More importantly, the waveform and the BTSU gloves. These are both BTSU items, and because of that, they had this certain shadowing filter that ended up glitched. Now, it ended up glitched, and then people were able to do the invincibility thing in the dark zone, and they were able to, do stuff like that, where it was just a rendering issue of that item, of that apparel. And in my eyes, maybe they're trying to make sure that doesn't happen again in any new future apparel. Whether it be, a rendering issue, whether it be, some sort of, I don't know. But the 3 items that they talk about are pretty telling, and I do understand why each of those topics would call for some sort of delay. Now, as far as when this game would pick back up, or when this timeline would pick back up, I'm actually saying, give them another month, maybe 2. I'm saying that they'll probably introduce the PTS in, say, March. They'll probably introduce Heartland in, say, April. And we will probably end up getting the new update right there, end of April, maybe May. Understandable. I get it. Now, the whole people getting upset thing. Alright, think about it this way. You have this company, which is already stretched thin. They are handing off the new game mode to a different company. Now, let's go back to Red Storm and PvP. We had issues in the Division 2 with PvP, and they had to wait for Red Storm to fix those issues and then implement them into a title update. That had no control from Massive, and it was done whenever Red Storm was finished. Now let's fast forward to the Iron Horse raid. So the Iron Horse raid was made by a different company as well. You remember that Hamish had them on State of the Game. You can also note that the Iron Horse raid was also delayed. Was that because of Massive? No. It was because of the other development team that was working with Massive on trying to implement that new, part to the game. So I think, and it's pretty logical, that when you have these different development teams working on 2 different things, that they're trying to compile together into the same update, it's understandable that sometimes you're going to have little hiccups. I do not think at all that this is going to be like a 6-month delay. Not at all. I don't even think it's going to be like what's May?
Halfway done.
Let's see. So February, March, April, May. So 3 months. So I'll give them another 90 days. How about that? So it's understandable to give them another 90 days. Now, within those 90 days, what are we getting? We're getting this new holiday event, which will probably last a month. So that'll carry us into January. We'll probably get some sort of development message by mid-January with some sort of PTS update included there within. understandable. So just remember that when you hear all of these things, oh, that's it, game over. Nice, GG's. You remember that this is just going to help us in the long run, where we're going to get this new game mode polished. They keep explaining that they are doing more to the existing game. Now this is the icing on top. Trick Dempsey over the weekend explained that they are reworking gear sets that are already in the game. So you have to wrap your mind around the bigger picture here. They are trying to do more scheduled updates that are more routine-like, because here, this past year it's been very sporadic. They are trying to work on quality of life. If you remember the long list of stuff I sent Yannick and talked to him about, months ago. We know that they are giving us new gear, new weapons, new exotics, all of that with the new manhunts. We're getting a new game mode. They are also reworking the specializations completely. They are giving us an expertise feature, and they are reworking gear sets that are already existing in the game. I'll do a deep dive video into that and talk about what exactly Trick said, but the overall premise of it is that they are reworking gear sets that are not being used in the game right now. And Striker was the #1 example from Trick Dempsey. They are reworking Striker. Just know that. So there is a light at this end of the tunnel, and that's why I'm saying that yes, with this delay, I was pissed off earlier. I mean, come on. It's the day before the holiday event. You want to say that all this stuff is delayed? I mean, Jesus. I thought that was like a marketing PR explosion, but whatever. When I sat back and looked at it and saw what the devs were saying and saw, the answers they were giving, the overall picture, it is good and it is bright. And next year is going to be a huge year for this universe, the Division universe. Whether it be Div 2, Division Heartland, Division Mobile, any of it, it's going to be huge. Alright, so that's it with the video. Long story short, we're getting a whole bunch of crap changed in this game, and we're just going to have to wait a little bit longer for them to implement it. Now, as far as what's coming out tomorrow, I will make a video as soon as we get patch notes, so look out for that. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that notification bell, that way you get notified each and every time I bring you another Division 2 video. And if you want to add to the dialogue, tell me your opinions, let me know in the comment section below. I am Kamikazevondoom, and I will see you guys in the next one. I hope everyone's having a great day. Kamikazevondoom. Peace.